my fragrance friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Headless Scents here. Today we are going to do yet another haul. Yes, today we're only going to cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have more perfumes that I bought over the last 2 weeks. I'm actually a little embarrassed because I have some over there, and then I have some past the pantry as well. It's a lot. I'm embarrassed. I got a problem. I admit it. My name is Headless Scents, and I'm a shopaholic, and that is how I deal with stress. But the reason why I'm only doing a few select ones because I don't want to be here too long. I don't edit my videos, and it's just a heck of a long thing to just do almost like 15 fragrances altogether. And again, this is not a review. I'm just reviewing the items that I bought for you. But one of them I wanted to show you, so we're literally just going to hop right in, is a vanilla that I found that I've heard no one talk about. And it's so obscure. It is not on Fragrantica. It is not on basenotes.com. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right, basenotes.com. And the only one written review that I could find was on FragranceNet, on which I bought it. If you love vanilla fragrance perfume, you're gonna love this. This is the time for vanilla fragrances, right? It is cold, and yes, I'm wearing a vest inside my house. Even with the heater on, I get cold superbly easily. It is embarrassing. I don't know why. The heat is on, it's blasting, and I'm still shivering. But this is the greatest time for vanilla perfumes. I think this is the time for it to really shine. And I did 2 videos already on underrated vanillas, and I found not only an underrated vanilla, it's hidden under a rock. And only found one written review almost a year ago, like early 2022, from FragranceNet, from where I purchased this. And it is from the brand called Giorgio Sweet Vanilla, and this is an extrait de parfum. So it is not an eau de parfum, it is an extrait de parfum. And it is amazing. And from what I can gather from the house, oh, by the way, this is affordable. I'll link it down below, and I'll pin the comment. I'll link it down below because I don't remember off the top of my head, and I don't want to say something inaccurate. But from what I can tell, the house Giorgio is not a knockoff brand. It smells like nothing I haven't smelled before. I mean, there is a similar DNA to another perfume I will get into very quickly, because I will do a whole review on this. But when I got this in the mail, I had to share this with you guys. I just absolutely have to share this with you guys. It's not a dupe house, but it is a smaller brand. And I got so excited when I smelled this. So this has opened. So this is a beautiful sweet vanilla extrait de parfum. And this is the box that it comes in. Comes in a little velvet pouch. And on the box, it says top notes are red currant, peony, rose, carnation, amber, base notes of vanilla, praline, and sandalwood. Now, oh my God, this is just an amazing perfume. Whew. Okay, so this is beautiful. And right off the bat, it has a similar DNA. It is not rose vanilla. It is not intense cafe, but it is a similar DNA right off the bat from Intense Cafe from Montal. But I'm going to tell you that, again, I'm going to do a whole review on this. They are not the same, but you know how some things just have a similar vibe? So this has a similar vibe, but in my opinion, it's better. And I love Intense Cafe, but this is better because this, I think, would be appropriate for every day versus Montal Intense Cafe. It can be too cloying. But it has a little something that I like in there, like that rose vanilla, that DNA in here, but in my opinion, better. So you get that fruitiness from the red currant, you get that beautiful like praline and the sandalwood and the vanilla, and I think it's the rose, and I think it's, I'm reading the notes here, I think it's the peony and the rose that cut what could have been an awfully cloying fragrance. So this is sweet without being cloying, and this is absolutely bloody stunning. And I don't understand, I literally cannot understand. It baffles me when I'm smelling the quality of this, and it plays so wonderfully on my skin, how nobody has talked about this on YouTube, and how there is one bloody written review on Fragrance Fit, and this is not on Fragrantica. This is not on, like, what is happening here? People, Giorgio Sweet Vanilla. I will be doing a full review on this ASAP, but I needed to get this out to you. A vanilla you have never heard of from the brand Giorgio Sweet Vanilla, and I will link this down below from where I got it so you can try it. It is affordable. It's definitely, I think, under 60. I don't remember. It could be even cheaper than that. Again, don't want to misquote myself, but Giorgio Sweet Vanilla, baby girl, please get this. And I believe this is a unisex fragrance, so I believe you can wear whatever the heck you want, but I believe this is a unisex fragrance. But I think this might be marketed more to women. But again, please, oh my God, Giorgio Sweet Vanilla, bringing this to YouTube. Please look into this and let me know what you think. Okay. Now another one that I have not seen here on YouTube at all is a brand called Palquis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I have a cousin named Belkis, but this is the company Palquis with a P, Palquis. It's a French brand, but again, available in America. It's called Deep Sea Gold. This is a discontinued, from what I can understand. I don't know if it's discontinued or just sold through Fragrance Net from France. Honestly, I don't know what the situation is. Again, I don't hear people talk about it, so I don't know. And I fell in love with the bottle. Growing up, I was a rock collector, not crystals the way things are done now, no, like legitimately like rock collectors. So immediately this stuck out to me, just the bottle. Can we just speak about how stunning this is? Absolutely stunning. And if you're familiar with the YouTuber here, her name is, she's from Sweden. Her name is Hona Hinton, Joanna Hinton. And she lives basically, I guess, in the countryside in Sweden, and she goes by the river, and she literally spends hours recording herself trying to balance rocks to teach herself discipline and patience. It's a beautiful thing. But anyway, what caught my eye just visually was the balancing rocks here. And this is a really pretty fragrance. This is totally not weather appropriate, but this is going to be awesome come the time of spring and summer. This is Juicy. I don't remember the notes, but this is, I think there's some kind of citrus note in here. This also has praline. So the vanilla I showed you prior to this has praline as well. This has praline. Again, this is not a review. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm just telling you what I smell from here. Yeah, it is so pretty. It is juicy. There's something slightly creamy here, and I think that is from the praline. I think there's sandalwood in here. It is a very uplifting, juicy, creamy, orangey, fruity. Oh, it's super fruity. I think there's exotic fruits in here, and you get that. Oh my God, that's what I couldn't put my finger on. I smell pineapple in here. Oh my God. Okay, now it's coming back to me when I first smelled this. Do you know from the Escada brand? Oh bloody, what is the? I think it's not Miami Blossom. Yeah, no, it's Miami Blossom. If you like Miami Blossom, but there was something missing to it for you, you're gonna like this. This is creamier, more well-rounded. I think more elevated than it's got a Miami Blossom. Like, it has that same pineapple like DNA. Again, this is kind of obscure. They don't mention pineapple in the notes, but that is what I'm getting. And on Fragrantica, I think someone else had mentioned that they also smell pineapple. So it's not in my head. So if you wanted to like that, maybe it was too fruity, maybe too light, maybe too watery. I love that, but I'm just saying if you thought it was maybe too watery, maybe perhaps a little too juvenile, give this one a try. And I think there's sandalwood in here, and I think the praline is kind of giving it that something extra. And Caroline Sabas created Miami Blossom. I don't know who made this, but this is under an unknown gem here, a hidden gem, excuse me, here on YouTube. But I highly recommend it if you want a beautiful, slightly creamy pineapple scent. Even though pineapple is not listed in the notes, there is pineapple in here hidden somewhere. Okay, quickly next up. One, again, I have not heard on YouTube at all. This, oh gosh, I love apricot. So with kind of stumbling when I was shopping in Belk, the shopping center, which is equivalent to Macy's down here, down south from what I understand. I came across Jessica Simpson's signature, and that has a prominent apricot note. So I started to realize I like apricot in my fragrance. I'm not always a fan of like tonic fragrances, but if it's done right, I can get with it. And here is this brand. Let's see. I think the brand is JF Paris, and it's called Irissime Noir. Again, I'm going to list everything down below. Irissime Noir in this beautiful black bottle. And again, I'm not going to get into like a review here, but this is a beautiful lactonic and apricot scent perfume. Oh my God, it's absolutely stunning. I love the bottle too, the black bottle. And I made sure to hold it up in the light to make sure it was really black. It's really black. It's not a dark blue. But sorry, it's just a funny thing from my last haul. And I don't believe there's actually apricot listed per se. I think this one has osmanthus listed, but this osmanthus is coming off as apricot. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It is so sweet. And when I put it on my skin, you really get that lactonicness. And it's not a lactonicness that makes me nauseous, because for me, lactonic can be a hit or miss. This, oh my God, it's so bloody good. It's sweet. I would definitely reach for this in the morning and afternoon, because it has that brightness and that happiness. Oh my God, this is so good. And again, I don't remember the notes. It's just this creamy lactonic apricot fragrance. And again, this is, I think, decently priced. It's at around 60 or below 60. And I haven't seen anybody that I listen to on YouTube mention this. And again, actually, I haven't heard anybody talk about it on YouTube, period. This is not underrated. This is a hidden gem. I think I saw somebody, when I went to go back and search, I think somebody mentioned the flanker of this, because this is a flanker. I think they mentioned the deep sea one years ago, but to my knowledge, nobody has mentioned it. But this one, no one on YouTube. Again, Irissime Noir, a beautiful lactonic creamy apricot scent. Oh my God, ladies, please get your hands on this. I will link the name down below, and please let me know what you think of this. If you love juicy, not juicy, creamy lactonic apricot fragrances, get your hands on this. Irissime Noir by JF Paris. Love, 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 love. Okay, quickly, next up, let's see what we have here. We have Berdoues Oud Oud. It's a rose and oud fragrance. I'm going to flip between saying oud and oud, because in case you're not familiar with pronunciation, oud, same thing. So this is an oud and rose fragrance. Again, highly underrated fragrance here on YouTube. And you have to love oud rose fragrances naturally to love this. But in my opinion, this is a beginner safe oud, because it's a very clean, resinous oud. It's not barnyardish. It's not animalic. It is not difficult to like. This is simple, straightforward. This is a unisex fragrance, in my opinion. It's unisex, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. And I don't know what it is. I have this theory that sometimes you just need to spray a perfume 2 to 3 times to empty, or 3 to 4 times to just empty out the little straw here. Or maybe it's a maceration process. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it got deeper after like 3-4 sprays, and it keeps getting better. So I guess this is the maceration process, and it has been 2 weeks since I got this, because literally this was on my table in the box when I did my last haul. Oh my God, this is beautiful. This oud, I think, is beginner safe. If you want to get in the world of rose oud, in my opinion, my humble opinion, I'm not a fragrance expert, for goodness sake. I just like what I like. I think this is safe to buy. If you want to kind of step your foot there and learn about oud. It's not a heavy oud. It's a sweet, resiny kind of oud. To me, this is not difficult, because trust me, I grew up smelling like that really authentic oud with the viscous, almost oil that the men around me would wear. And that was my first impression of oud growing up, and I did not like it. I didn't know it could be so refined, other than just like that viscous oil that didn't have much going on with it. So, I mean, that's what I have in my head of what real true oud is. And this is just a beautiful, sweet rose. You get that beautiful rose, that absolutely stunning rose oud. This is definitely, you can wear whatever you want, but I think I would reach more for this in the evening, or later in the day when it starts to get dark. Like around now, I would wear it around now. And again, Oud Waward is from Berdoues. It's a niche brand, again, affordable, and I will link down the name below. So I'm gonna quickly just mosey this along. I don't want this to be a long one. And another one, an underrated gem here on YouTube that is in line with this. Another rose fragrance. Oops, it's backwards. And this is Oud as well. And I think this is much cheaper than this. But this is still really, really good. Oh my God, again, to me, price means absolutely nothing, because something can be over $600 and be complete poo-poo. And something can be $30 and be the best fragrance you ever wore in your bloody life. So this is Giorgio Gold by Beverly Hills. So I'm getting so ahead of myself. I'm here. So you can't really see this here. Oh, that's better. Now you're seeing it here. Oh, it's better here. Okay, so let me hold it like this, because it's a pretty dark bottle. Okay, so this is Giorgio Gold by Beverly Hills. This is another beautiful rose fragrance. It has oud in it and it has plum. And it's that plum that really elevates this. So I would wear this kind of rose oud fragrance in the morning. Absolutely stunning. So this is a sweet, fruity rose oud. Oh my God, it's so pretty. And again, I let it sit after spraying it a couple of times and it got better. And when I put it on my skin, it just blossoms. And that fruitiness and that rose and that oud just plays so well, and it leans more on the sweet side on my skin. So again, if you want to get into the world of rose oud fragrances, I highly recommend you do this. I'm gonna have to do a separate video on rose oud fragrances altogether. Oh my God, it's so good. It is so good. That plum. Oh my gosh. And again, affordable. Why are people not on this? I know maybe because it's like Beverly Hills and it sounds like a nothing brand. And I mean, I love what I love. I don't care if it's Baccarat Rouge. I don't care if it's Jessica Simpson. I don't care. I just like what I like, you know? It's so bloody good. That plum is just so sweet, and on my skin it's even better. Again, I will do a whole separate video on rose and oud fragrances, but I really just needed to share this with you guys. And it's amazing. It's amazing. You can already see that I have a bit of a dent in here from wearing it a little bit. I think I only wore it once or two times, one or two times in the last 2 weeks. But again, Giorgio Gold by Beverly Hills, a beautiful, sweet, fruity rose oud fragrance. Get your hands on it, ladies. Next one up. Oh God, don't tell me this is another rose haul. No. Well, oh, good Lord, maybe it is. Okay, another one. Underrated. This is still, people talk about it, but this is underrated. This is Chopard. This is Rose Malaki. I know Amber Malaki is very, very popular, but you can see the dent that I have from the last 2 weeks. Oh my God, I love rose. I don't know what to tell you. This does not have oud, but it can come off a little. No. This is resiny. There's wood in here. I think there's cedar or whatever. This definitely leans more on the male marketed side. It is labeled as unisex, but I'm letting the ladies know that it leans more on the male marketed side. But I absolutely love this. This is a beautiful woody rose fragrance. And again, this is called Rose Malaki from Chopard. And from Chopard, if you're familiar with their jewelry, this is kind of just like the links on their watch. So that's what I'm saying. It's definitely more male marketed, even in the packaging. But honestly, I don't care. I like what I like, and I really loved wearing it that day. But yeah, so this is a beautiful woody, more masculine. Oh God, it's so good. Hold on. Whew, it's been a week since I smelled it. Oh my God, this is definitely way more on the masculine side. Oh my God. I smelled so good that day. Oh my God, this is so bloody good. Please don't tell me this is another rose haul. Oh, one. Okay, no, it's not that bad. It's not this bad. It's half. Okay, not so bad this time. I'm sorry, I'm really distracted. This smells really good. It's a beautiful woody. Yeah, it's definitely, the woodier is the strong one. I don't think there's any sweet notes in here. Again, I will do a whole separate thing on like rose and whatever, but yeah, you have to definitely like more male leaning fragrances. Again, it's not completely male. It's not at all. It's unisex fragrance, but the meter goes a little bit more on the male market side. But on my skin, the rose really comes out. and displays really well with the chemistry in my skin. And I cannot take this away from my nose. It smells so bloody good. I think maybe there is oud in here. I think maybe there is, but if it is in here, because I can't remember, even if there is oud, I think again this is more intermediate level oud, more like beginner intermediate. Like I feel like this, if you like unisex fragrances, you like deeper fragrances, but you don't know if you like oud, this might be something you might want to try and decant or sample if you can. God, it's so good. I don't want to make this long. I'm sorry. I got distracted. It is really bloody good. I really enjoyed it. You can clearly see this thing is not even 2 weeks old, and I have a bloody dent in there. So again, Chopard, Rose Malaki. Okay, and the next one up, like a forgotten gem, but it's still mentioned, but forgotten, I think, for a while. This is from the brand Lataffa. This is called Qimmah. Right there, Qimmah, whatever you want to call it. Lataffa, this opulent bottle. I'll let you just enjoy for a minute. And you can see the green through the air. Isn't it so pretty? It's just so pretty. I don't know, maybe some people might think this is tacky, but I like it. I think it's unique and it's opulent, and I'm digging it. Okay, so Qimmah is a very sweet fragrance. So from what I can tell from Oud, I think it's oud.com. I don't think this is on Fragrantica. I forgot the name of the website the notes are on. But there's clary sage in here. Please do not freak out when I say that, because I don't get it. There is saffron, obviously. There is lavender. I don't really detect it, but the thing with Middle Eastern fragrances, if you're not familiar with the brand Lataffa, it is a Middle Eastern fragrance. And from my understanding, this is not a dupe of anything. This is the typical Middle Eastern fragrance, but it's very sweet. And sometimes with Middle Eastern fragrances, it can be almost unidentifiable. Like you just get how do I describe this? It's just like really sweet. You can detect a couple of things, but you can't really parse out per se what notes are in there, unless you really become familiar with it over time. Or maybe it's just me because I'm unsophisticated. My nose is unsophisticated. So maybe it's me, but sometimes some sweet fragrances in the Middle Eastern brands can come off as just sweet. Does that make sense? So you can't really just parse it out. There is rose in here. There's clary sage. There's lavender. There's saffron. I think there might be leather in here. I think, don't quote me on that, or some woody thing. But on my skin, it's just sweet. It's just bloody sweet. There's saffron, but it does not come off rubbery. It's just primarily just sweetness. Just sweet. You love sweet fragrances? Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. And it noted it as like a sultry fragrance. And let me tell you something. This is that. I don't know if I would reach for this in the morning. This would be definitely more if I was going out for dinner, or if I was going out in the evening and I wanted to impress somebody. Because I think you can, in the morning, it can knock somebody out. And I think the winter and the colder, the deep fall in the winter is more appropriate for this, because this I can see being cloying. Because it is a dense kind of sweet, but oof. 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 Oh my goodness. It is so good. It is so good. I don't know about the longevity and all that stuff and the projection, but generally with Middle Eastern fragrances, there is no problem with sillage. You know what I mean? So I'm not even worried about that. I did not do a full day wear test. I just did patch tests on my skin. It's so sweet. It is so sweet, and I highly recommend it if you like sweet fragrances. You don't mind Middle Eastern fragrance, I think you should definitely get your nose on this. This beautiful, sweet, sultry, something's giving it that brightness, sultry fragrance. I don't know what else to say about this other than it's absolutely stunning, amazing, and I'm glad I blind bought this. I blind buy 99.9% of my fragrances. Who am I kidding? But yeah, Qimmah by Lataffa. Highly, 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 highly recommend if you love sweet fragrances, and maybe if you wanted to get in the world of Middle Eastern fragrances. I don't know why this isn't raved about more. I feel like I'm missing something with my unsophisticated nose. I think maybe I'm missing something, that this might not be good. I don't know. All I know is that I like it. I love it. I love it so far. I love it. Ooh, I love it. I love it. So good. Oh. I think the next time I go out for dinner, I'm going to take this for a ride. Okay, so just a quick recap. Let's see. The vanilla. The vanilla, no one has heard of. Giorgio, excuse me, sweet vanilla. Extrait de parfum. Highly, highly bloody recommend. We'll do a whole separate dedicated review on this. Next one up, we have, just reviewing it, JF Paris Irissime Noir, an apricot lactonic fragrance, great for the morning and afternoons. I'm not going to go in order. Chopard Rose Malaki, Oud by Berdoues. We have Deep Sea Gold by Palquis. We have Giorgio Gold by Beverly Hills. Oh yeah, that's better. We have, Giorgio Gold by Beverly Hills. And the last one we literally just talked about was Qimmah by Lataffa. And I just quickly wanted to share with you guys a combination that I made up today and I really, really enjoyed. So thank you for joining here. But if you wanted to hear my scent of the day combination, just stick in here for 2 seconds. I just really got excited about it because I really, really love the way this sits on my skin. Go in with, as the base, this is going to be like a praline, just like this praline like overload. Because today's a really cold day. I think it's just doing really well in this cold air. So from Bath and Body Works, Dahlia body mist to go in at the base. This is very perfume like, so be easy with this. But again, this has praline musk. And then go in with Ariana Grande Thank You Next 2.0. No, just kidding, not Thank You Next, I'm sorry. This is Cloud 2.0. Again, this has a praline note as well, and just go in with that. And then at your pulse points, go in with Kenzo L'Elixir. This again is a praline kind of perfume. It's powdery, it is strong, and there's raspberry in here. So my suggestion is going in with both of these, just kind of like everywhere, and going in with these at your pulse points. And it lasts really long on sweaters. So what I did, I put it not on my skin. Well, I put a little bit. I put it on my skin here, but I put it on my pulse points, on my turtleneck right here and here. And I put it here and here, and I put it behind my knees on my jeans. And just, I've been catching wafts of myself, and bloody goodness, this is good. And I haven't gone out of the house yet. I'm going to go to the mall just now, but this is really, really good. So if you have this in your collection, pull it out and try it. Highly recommend it. Okay, if you're still here at the end, I really, really appreciate you, my friend. I really appreciate you dealing with my videos that are not edited and just kind of free form content, and with me on my journey as I learn about fragrances. I'm very unsophisticated at this. I love what I love. I've loved fragrances my whole life, but I never really parsed out fragrances, and I really didn't have the money majority of the time to pander to my hobby, and now I do. So now we're all going to go on a journey together, because I reached a milestone in my life, and now I can think a little bit more about frivolous things like this. And yes, it's frivolous. Guys, we're all going to die one day. Perfume is frivolous. Let's keep it in context. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, my friend. Please let me know if you guys have any interesting combinations, or if you found any hidden gems and what you've been thinking of it lately. And I hope you guys are staying warm. I hope you guys are staying safe. And just a gentle reminder, please find somebody to thank today, even if it's for something small. And more importantly, take a moment to thank God, because if you're here watching this video, that means we made it into yet another day. And even with our trials and tribulations, God is great. Thank you, my friend. Bye.